Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today, well, we're back. I know, if you're just sort of, looking for this content, then who's back? What are you on about? I've not had a channel for the last 7 weeks, thanks to YouTube's login going all screwy, so that's been great. That's a whole episode that I won't get into. But, yeah, this is the first thing I've recorded in nearly 2 months, so... Oh, it feels good to be back. Or terrible, I don't know. My voice feels different now because I haven't been recording in weeks. So it already feels like I'm forcing it, which is sort of insane. But anyway, today we are playing some well, I was going to say early access, but actually I didn't have time to do it pre-release, but I did get given a key for Craftworld Aeldari, which is what we'll be playing today. Obviously, DLC for Gladius, if that wasn't already obvious by the thumbnail and you being here and whatever else. But we can start a new game. We're playing as Craftworld Aeldari, or just the Eldar, if, you're traditional like me. So, we're playing as the Eldar. We're playing on hard difficulty, so things will be a little bit trickier than normal. I think than literally normal. Oh no, literally medium. It'll be a bit more difficult than medium. I can't remember what the last difficulty we used was when we played our Tower campaign. I think it might have been on hard as well, but I'm not entirely sure. But it's been a long time since I played this game. I played the first sort of, 20-30 turns with the Eldar to sort of just figure out the basics of them. But yeah, so we're going to hop right in. We're against one of every other faction that exists in the game, which is quite a lot these days, I must say. All that's missing is the Dark Eldar and Corsairs. And I think they've got everything, I'm pretty sure, unless I'm forgetting someone, which I might be, because 40k isn't really my bag. I'm more of a fantasy gentleman. But anyway, let's get to it, shall we? So, game pace is on fast, we got all DLC on, and everything else has been left as standard. There's the world seed, if you wanted to use, the same world seed and show me how it's done. Whatever, that's your prerogative. So, we are going to hop right in. Oh, also, medium landmass, by the way, which is, oh sorry, world size is the one I was looking at. World size, yes, it's slightly lower than it should be. We have 8 people on the board, and there's only 6. Okay, I want conflict early, I want it to be a bit claustrophobic, and hopefully it'll make things a bit more exciting. So, let's do it. Oh, and here we are. Here we are. I was expecting a cutscene. Is it usually a cutscene? I guess not. Anyway, we're playing as the Eldar. So check it out. We've got a few Guardians. Anyone who's ever collected 40k, like, you must have seen these guys running about. They're classics. Absolute classics. So, we have a webway. So this is the thing with the Eldar that sort of makes them a bit more unique. You can see on the minimap already, there's a billion dots running around. Well, not running around, they're quite static, in fact. There's a bunch of webway portals, webway gates all over the place. So these are used to teleport around the place. This is essentially Eldar's version of warp travel. They have these webway gates they can travel to, which is jolly handy. Lets them travel about the place. But yeah, they're all over the place, and we will need to capture some of them if we want to use them. So we do have an ability straight away called Activate Webway Gate. So if we use this on something, we will then gain ownership of that thing, and we'll be able to teleport to it. So pretty cool, pretty cool. But teleporting costs influence, as does taking over a webway gate. But there is a technology that makes activating gates free. So that is rather nice. But webway gates have a secondary purpose, which is that they are actually our settlements. So our cities will be built from webway gates. So these are just sort of like sat idle and will get shot at. So these will all be under attack from the beginning, which can actually be a bit annoying between turns, honestly. Oh, also another thing I want to do, that I want to remember to do, is only to move the camera using the arrow keys, because for some reason OBS doesn't like me moving the camera with the mouse and like dragging it. It gets choppy for some reason. Seems to be fine if I just use the arrow keys, so I'm going to try and stick to that. For your own comfort. So anyway, these will get attacked, basically, so we might have to try and save some if we want to take them, which is the sort of scary thing. These are all going to be on a bit of a time limit, because people are going to start blowing them up, and if we want to be able to establish more cities, we're going to make sure some of these survive. Also, having them out, in multiple places around the map, it really helps us get to the front line nice and quickly, so that's something we're going to have to keep an eye on. So, right, our Guardians, let's start just moving them out. It is nice that we're in this little spot in the corner. Feels a bit snug, which I like. I'm happy with a snug base. So, also, Eldar have a bunch of flying, like, tanks and hover tanks and things, so maybe we can get over these cliffs, maybe not. No, it's all cliffs by the looks of it. Oh, there I think we might be able to disembark and go around, so we'll see. We might have to explore over the ocean a little bit, which could be fun. So, right, first off, we're going to need to clear a tile. So, let's go with... Ooh, this gives us extra food and ore. I just want to check. That's food and research and production, okay. So, yeah, I'm going to go with... Yeah, screw it, we'll go with this one with the food. So what is nice is the recruitment buildings also produce food. So that's rather nice. So I want to have somewhere good for producing food, and I can put my barracks there essentially, and they will help support more troops, which is, you know, pretty handy, isn't it? I'd say so. So let's choose research. We're going to go with plasma grenades straight away, because I want our guardians to be a little bit, well, just a little bit more combative. I want them to be able to fight off things in a hurry, because they are quite fragile. So if we have a look at the guardians quickly, so we got here, where is it? Battle Focus? Ancient Doom, there we go. Increases the accuracy and damage taken against Chaos units. So if we bump into any Chaos Cultists or something, which, you know, tend to roam around quite a lot early in the game, they can actually do some pretty horrific work to us. But we can basically wipe out an entire unit. So that's rather nice. We can wipe out an entire unit with grenades, so you know, that'll speed things up. God, there's a lot of stuff to read through here too. And I do actually like reading through these, so if you don't care about any of this, I guess skip ahead in the video. I don't mind. So, Webway Gate. Fortification unit that allows the Aeldari to travel from one place to another. A galactic tapestry of shimmering strands used by the Aeldari to traverse the stars without risking the dread realm of the warp. The Webway once spanned the galaxy, even stretching out into the empty void beyond. These days are long gone. Ravaged by war and catastrophe, many of its tunnels have been torn open or amputated, and a great number of its entrances have been sealed. Despite the degradation, the Aeldari still rely upon the Webway for swift travel, using Webway gates to enable this. Also, we have a Promethium relay pipe discovered, special feature that increases the energy output of a city when acquired. These heavily armoured ducts once carried energy-rich promethium to the planet's extensive human cities from deeply buried auto-refineries. Now, with the cities in ruins from war and chaos, the surviving pipes can be exploited by whichever race claims them first. Labyrinth of Creepers discovered. I don't actually know what that is. What is that? Oh, right, literally just the area we're in. Never mind. Wireweed. So, feature that ends the movement of a unit and deals damage each turn. Woe betide anyone who wanders into these thickets of brambles. Slowly at first, but faster and faster, the living weed draws its razor-sharp filaments tighter around the hapless intruder. So if you stand in it, it'll damage you over time, which is a bit of a hassle, but we don't have to worry about it because, well, we're not walking that way, are we? Why would we walk over there? That's fine. The Undergloop, which is another area. We will get a lot of these because we've obviously got a bunch of different webway gates everywhere, so we discover a lot of geography pretty quickly. Although saying that, it's only actually the two places. Usually I have about 6 or 7 of them in the little test campaign I did. I say usually. I've played a couple of test campaigns. Just trying a couple things out. But yeah, anyway. Right. Necron Tomb, a feature that allows Necrons to found a city on the tile. Deep beneath the innocuous patch of land lies a tomb city, where the Necrons have slept away the long millennia. To one who knows the correct protocols, it's a simple matter to begin the procedure of awakening it and its inhabitants from their dreamless sleep. Recruit Hounds discovered. Agile predator unit that is particularly dangerous in forests. The pseudo-avian Kroot is uniquely flexible, able to absorb the genetic data of other races by consuming them. But sometimes isolated Kroot communities run into evolutionary dead ends. The Kroot Hound is one such dead end, the devolution of the Kroot into a wolf-like species. On Gladius Prime, they have run feral for generations. Fermentation pool discovered, special feature that increases the growth rate of a city when acquired. This apparently natural water source looks welcoming to any wildlife, but woe betide. They really love using the phrase woe betide in this game, by the way. I think there's like 5 instances of them saying this. Anyway, any thirsty grox that wanders by. The pool's unusual bacteria rot down the planet's plant life and concentrates the runoff into something lethally intoxicating. More advanced races can collect and refine the liquid for trade or entertaining consumption. It's a beer puddle. And finally, Jakero Trading Camp, a special feature that allows a hero unit on the tile to purchase and sell items, as well as increases the influence output of a city when acquired. If you have little regard for your life and seek excitement, visit the Jakero imbued visit the Jakiro. Imbued with an instinctive technical creativity that excels even that of an orc mech boy, these orange-furred aliens resemble great Terran ape, but can create wonders beyond imagining. The challenge is in acquiring them and safely working out what they do. So, there we go. We've done all the stuff. And I will be reading descriptions of any other units we bump into, because, you know, I like to do that. It's nice to sort of add to the world building. Otherwise, I think the game gets a bit dry. You know, it's just sort of like, yeah, move and repeat, right? It gets a bit dry, so I like the flavor text. And of course, it'll be fewer and far between as we progress, right? The first turn is always going to be the heaviest on lore. So, let's end the turn. Alright, so far, nothing much is happening. Is anything happening? Nothing happened. Okay, so Chapter 1. There is a story with every race you play, which I really like with this game. I think it's a really nice addition, actually. It's something really nice that sort of separates it from a lot of the 4X games. Like, each race you play has a story, even though you're inevitably playing a sandbox, right? So the Black Council of the Black Library sent a messenger to us on our isolated craft world. A silent solitaire who laid alien cards before me, the Imperial Tarot, the Emperor, the Ace of Swords. An Imperial colony then, I thought. As if in response to my thought, the solitaire spread an array. Near all the deck, entangled and enmeshed. War, I thought. Total War. We're not playing Total War. We're taking a break from Total War, actually. Playing Gladius. Then a final 3 atop the pile. The Blind Seer and the Lord of Swords. The Lightning Tower. Ha, that is myself, I said, distracted. And this? What is this? Is this bad writing, or the Eldar, like, do they have some specific cadence to how they speak that is being mimicked here? Because this is awkward to read. It's quite irritating. Just the really short sentences and things are just like, yeah, okay, does not flow at all. Anyway, in asking, I doomed myself. All my kind know that you do not question a solitaire and live. And is it supposed to be solitaire? Or is that a mistranslation? It's supposed to be, are they specifically talking about tarot? And it's there's not been a translation, so it's been translated wrong. Is that what's going on? I mean, it said tarot earlier, so God, no idea. It seems weird. But question of such importance demand answers. I love that I'm saying, oh, I love that there's a story, and then I'm just I'm just tearing the story apart. Anyway, we closed the great doors on my craft world and kin then. The solitaire performed for me alone, and I learned of the 100th Sword of Vul on Gladius Prime. The skeins of fate spelled my death, of course, but augured a slim chance of securing the sword, whatever it is. That was within our power, and worth my loss. This is just Eldar, just annoying. Although, to be honest, this is just a Warhammer 40K problem, I think. Like, you know, if you're a space marine or whatever, you have to talk like you're from some Shakespearean play. It just doesn't flow. It doesn't make them relatable in any way. And I think that's a big problem with this game over fantasy. Fantasy is more grounded, I think. Anyway, at the moment that I stepped through the webway gate, I sensed the wrongness of this world, this Gladius. It teemed with life. Half the galaxy's races were here, yet war saturated its surface. It was the bloody-handed god's place, so I sent to the craft worlds for one of his own, an autarch. So we need to get a Shrine of Kane. We need to research Shrine of Kane, build a Shrine of Kane, and then produce an autarch, which is, of course, a hero character. So, right, finally, we can do our second turn. That was a journey. So these guys don't have Overwatch, but if you stand next to them, if you pass them, you know, they're uncovered, it will cut your turn short. So let's start shooting him, and sadly, we won't be able to get this guy involved, or capture the beer pond. So that's a pity, that's a pity. Hopefully the Crude Hounds will try and run away. So one thing that is really nice with Guardians is they're very good at retreating, because they can attack and then move, which is pretty rare. So Eldar, that's just an innate thing of theirs. They can take some shots and then run away, which is really good. I really like that. It definitely has its uses. Ooh. Can we go this way? Yes, we can. I think that's ruins. Yeah, okay. I thought there's more cliffs on the edge, but no, it's ruins there. So we'll get to the webway. We'll get to whatever this is. So yeah, I think we'll try and capture that one. Cool. Next turn then. Oh, Chaos Cultists. Luckily we got an Overwatch on them, and yeah, almost wiped them out because they're a Chaos unit. So we get the damage bonus, so that's really nice. And yeah, they are attacking webways. People are attacking our webway gates. So Yeah, we are going to lose some. We're definitely not going to save them all. And frankly, to try, I think would be in vain. I think we'd just open up further problems. We'd be spending all of our influence to send people around the map who would just end up outnumbered, so it's not really worthwhile. But it should be fun. Right, so we're going to kill these guys off. That's a nice start, and I can't see the Kroot anywhere, but I will inch forwards. Okay. Alright, well we've got beer, and you see we just shot, and now we can move, which is really great. It is really good to be able to do that. So a lot of forests around here, so this webway gate is going to be incredibly useful to get troops from here to anywhere in this part of the map, because, yeah, having to run through these trees every time is going to take a long time. Same with this gate, to be honest, through these forests. But it means that our sort of heartland will be very well defended. You know, as we sort of shoot and retreat constantly, we should be able to, yeah, work our magic. So, let's get a construct Assyrian's Crucible, because we do need some recruits, and this is our barracks, essentially. So, let's build one here, and hopefully that will do the job. I certainly hope so, because, yeah, only 4 turns is not too bad, but these guys could die pretty quickly. So, Chaos Cultists. Mass infantry unit that can found cities and sacrifice itself to the Dark Gods. So it's not going to found any cities because it's a this particular one we found. Well, it's dead now, so obviously it won't. But it's like a neutral faction. So, you know, like barbarians in Civilization or whatever. But they're also a unit in the Chaos roster that will be able to found cities. So the Cultists of Chaos can be found in one form or another, almost anywhere the Imperium has spread. At first glance, they are indistinguishable from normal men, but under their clothes their flesh is tattooed and branded with sigils that hurt the eyes of any faithful who look upon them. When the Chaos Space Marines come to a planet, the true colours of the cultists are revealed. The powers of darkness are ever quick to promise glory, and even the lowliest initiate knows that to fight alongside such legendary warriors is to court the gaze of the gods. But luckily they're dead, so, yeah, suck it. Suck it, Chaos. Oh, also we acquired a tile. Yay. No, leave my webway gate alone, you barbarians. Still going. Still going. I mean, it's going to take him a while to get rid of it. I do wonder the impact, actually, that these webway gates have on the flow of a campaign, because, like, if you're not playing as Eldar, I still don't think you're going to necessarily target these guys, you know, with everything you've got right at the start. You'll probably just ignore them in favour of grabbing more land and resources, right? And so just going to try and destroy them all, that's going to slow down every other faction in the map, right? Although I wonder, do these appear if no one is playing as the Eldar, you know? I'm not sure, actually. I've not tried playing a campaign since I've had access to Eldar without the Eldar, so who knows? Anyway. Something to think about. But yeah, I think it's a big distraction, these. It'd be nice if they were sort of neutral but weren't immediately attacked. Like, I don't know, if there was something, like if they were impenetrable to, like, you know, infantry couldn't kill them, you had to use vehicles, right? Or grenades, like you had to use some kind of heavy ordnance. Just something like that, make it impossible to target them with just small arms fire. That, I think, would be a good idea, because that way it wouldn't slow down the early game, and it also means that you wouldn't have to sit through infantry shooting these things for weeks after every turn. It's a bit annoying. So, mobile holo projector discovered. That's this one over here. It is something left by the old ones. So let's see, stationary artifact unit that increases hit points. So this holo projector may be monolithic, but it's never where you think it is. Once you've blundered into the actual holo projector, you can deploy its capabilities on nearby units, massively increasing their survivability as enemy shots and blows are wasted. Awesome. So we'll be trying to get that then. We'll activate that. So these are fun. So these are just map sort of neutral bonuses that you can capture, and you can lose them so someone else can capture them, including the sort of neutral enemies roaming the map. They can sort of take away your ownership of them. But yeah, they give you map-wide buffs basically, which is quite cool. I think it's a nice way to sort of make certain parts of the map sort of make you want to guard certain places. I think it's rather nice. Anyway. Order units. Oh no, I don't want you to shoot that, so that's fine. In fact, now that I'm here, I think I will take ownership of that. We'll do it as we discover them. I can actually use that ability. Only once per turn, but I can use it on any on the map. So we can immediately, like, take over this one right in the corner, if we wanted, and start teleporting units to it. Like, there's no reason why we can't do it, except for the fact that it's going to cost us a lot to keep teleporting people all that distance. But, you know, we can make another base across the map if we want. So, it's kind of cool. It's quite cool. But consolidating our forces and probably fighting only one faction at a time seems smarter. You know? I'm sure you guys agree. I think it's definitely smarter. Okay, how are you doing there? Webber Gate's still going, so yep. Oh wow, okay, I think 3 units are attacking this now. So it's got 3 units completely distracted. So I think that, yeah, I think these might need tweaking a bit. Sort of how they influence the rest of the game. But anyway, Plasma Grenade grants Guardians the ability to throw versatile grenades. Plasma Grenades are a highly advanced type of assault grenade, commonly employed by the Aeldari. Interesting. And, ooh, hello. Ambles, huh? What are you? So, powerful native brawler unit that regenerates hit points each turn. The Amble is an ape-like Xeno species, native to the desert death world of Luther McIntyre the Ninth, which has spread throughout the Imperium of Man, presumably as a result of failed attempts of domestication. They are a subterranean race, able to move through ice, sand, or rock at speed, and prone to excavating long tunnels as homes. Yeah, why would you want to domesticate something like this? Oh yes, because Warhammer 40,000 and everything is over the top and ridiculous. And, you know, hubris, I guess. Okay. You know, I think I've changed my mind. Oh no. Let's see what the grenades do. Oh, pretty good actually, we can kill one. That might scare them off, but I think we've lost these Guardians. If they don't get mind controlled, which they easily could by these enslavers here, then they're just going to get attacked by various enemies here. I mean, look at that, 20 hit points. And let's see, they attack 3 times for 2.4 damage, which isn't the hugest amount of damage, honestly. But with 3 of these units all able to sort of jump on top of me, and with only 11 health, things aren't looking too good for us. Yeah, they need to get the heck out of there. If they survive a turn, I can just run, you know. But will they? I don't know. And it'll still be a while before we can build that up. You know what I could do? What I could do is actually build a base, and then I can have the guns blast people. Is that wise? Is that stupid? It might be really stupid to do this, because if it gets attacked and destroyed, then I've lost myself a bunch of resources. But I think it would be a bit of a giggle. Let's see if we can't save these guys. I mean, I want to have a second city up nice and early anyway, so why not, right? Why not? Probably plenty of reasons, honestly. Yeah, probably plenty of reasons. Let's grab that one, because plus 50% food. Wow, so's that one. Wow. Let's grab this one. It's got 3 spaces. We'll grab this. We'll put a barracks and then a couple of Isha's gardens. That's right, Isha. It does use the Eldar do use the elves pantheon of gods, which is quite cool. Mine knows with Kane already, but anyway. So yeah, the Enslavers, highly dangerous warp unit that enslaves the mind of its enemies. During the war in heaven, legend tells that the Old Ones engineered new warp-sensitive species to defeat the Catan, Krork, Eldari, Man, and more. Yet they bargained without the denizens of the warp, the most numerous of which were the Enslavers, or Sirens. These transdimensional beings were wont to rapidly enslave the new races, and hence aided in the downfall of the old ones. Today, enslaver incursions are rare, but extremely destructive, unless ended quickly. So, I'm pretty sure the Krork were the Orks, originally, and then they kind of went off the deep end, I think. You know, the original plan for them sort of got dropped, and they ended up being the Orks of today, if I recall. I think they were designed to be not as insane, but you know, who knows? What are you? Tech Priest Engine Seers and oof, Castellan robots and Neophyte Hybrids. So there's some scary stuff kicking about here, you know. I mean, these robots are devastating this early in the game. So yeah, this is very claustrophobic. I'm kind of glad that I built this, actually. Because, yeah, it seems every direction we go in, it's going to be a huge fight to get out of our little corner. But I think that's because we're on a smaller map, basically. You don't have to travel as far before hitting the sort of... there's always, like, just way more dangerous enemies kind of in the middle of the map. So, and that's where the biggest concentration of these things are. So... Anyway, let's have a look. So, population's grown, lovely. So, Tech Priest Engine Seers, infantry unit that supports vehicles and founds new cities. But again, in this case, it's a neutral unit, so it's just going to, you know, blow stuff up or whatever. So Tech Priest Engine Seers serve as custodians for the vehicles of the Imperial Guard. With binary prayers and mystic rites, the Engine Seers soothe the machine spirits of their tracked congregation. Without the diligent maintenance of the Engine Seers, the Imperial Guard would soon find themselves without their heavy armour vital to their very survival, I'm sure. So, Castellan Robot. So, or Castellan, I guess. So, extremely durable and heavily armed combat robot unit. Castellan robots are ancient monstrosities that stamp to war. Each an unliving giant assembled to assigned a deadly purpose by its master. Soulless, these metallic golems are given thought only by the Doctrina wafers in their recessed chest slots, and the Cybernetica datasmiths that program their every move. Doctrina wafers, I'm pretty sure are, hard drives. or, microchips of some description. So, that's fun. Doctrina wafers. These machines are walking relics from eons past, and all the deadlier for it. The air nearby thrums with power, bullets ricocheting from repulsor fields that glow like golden cages around them. Volleys of phosphor blasts and promethium incinerate their foes wherever they may hide, and crushing fists bring ruin wherever they strike. The violence meted out by each maniple is as inspiring to the Omnissiah's faithful as it is terrifying to his foes. In other words, don't mess with it. I mean, look, it's a big killer robot. Like, just let's not with the killer robot, yeah. However, we can with this lad. I wonder... So the thing here, right, I'm thinking maybe go to the forest and shoot, because we'll be able to retreat if the big robot comes, and into the forest it'll be harder for him to find us, right? Because this will block line of sight. But we get better defensive bonus if we're here. More likely he'll be able to walk up to us and start blasting, though. And being on the edge of a forest, they can still see us. From outside the forest, they can see us just in it, so it's not going to provide any cover, but it will slow us the heck down. Although saying that, he seems to be able to run over this forest really easily. Is that a thing? I mean, they are fleet. Huh. No, I'm not sure. So that's 33% damage reduction. Do we get better damage reduction from that? I have a feeling it's 50, but maybe it's not. Maybe forests are better. Let's just stick to the forests. We'll take this Ruin of Wool later, I think. Oh, holy cow. Okay, with the extra accuracy these guys have got, we can actually kill Tech Priests in one go. That's huge. I didn't realise it'd be so easy. That's lovely. So, Neophyte Hybrids, as well, ranged infantry unit, specialised in ambushes. Each cultist is spry and tough of build, weathered over a lifetime of hard labour. Their physical strength and reaction is bolstered by the alien genes lurking within. Neophyte Hybrids do not bear the outward hallmarks of the Patriarch's sacred touch. As their brood leaders tell them, their blessings are of the soul more than the body. These 3rd and 4th generation hybrids can pass for human. Some are even cunning enough to infiltrate the Astra Militarum. When the cult goes on the attack, these neophytes show their true colours, surging from sewers, catacombs, and shadowy barracks. They swarm their enemies in such number they can seize control of a planet's defences within the first hours of conquest. Very scary. So, yeah, these neophyte hybrids, they're Tyranid cultists, basically. As far as I'm aware. I may have that wrong, because, again, not my wheelhouse. But I'm pretty sure they are... they're sort of mutated by the crazy psychic energy that Tyranids have. Also, I realise I've not been moving with the arrow keys. Sorry. It's very hard to get out of that habit. I'm so used to doing that. But yes, the recording doesn't like it. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Right. Cool. That should do it, then. Let's have a look. So, Webway Cartography is what gives us free web gates, which is nice. Shrine of Kane, we do need to build. Greater Ingress gives us a vehicle factory. And, oh, this gives us better output, production output for our barracks. And I think we just want to spam a bunch of infantry out early, just to try and flood the area. So, yeah, I think we'll do that. I don't think we need versatility, we just need numbers this early on. So we're going to go for that. That's what I reckon. And hopefully I've reckoned correctly. We'll see. We will see. Cool. Let's end a turn. More crew towns. Oh, they seem busy fighting something. Or are they healing? So they have been in a fight. And they've been mind-controlled. Oh, we've lost our Guardians. And actually it's the worst way that could have happened, because if they got attacked by the ambles first, then I wouldn't have had to worry so much. Because they would have been more injured, easier to kill. And flipping owl? Yeah, like massive owl. So I guess, let's have a look. So that's going to do 1.6 damage, that's going to do 2.9, so 2.9 it is. So let's fire, which for most factions would be a mistake. Oh yes, and he's got defensive protocols or something. I forget what it's called. Repulsor grid, I think? Yes, 17% of the damage gets returned. Ugh, rubbish. So yeah, this guy's a problem. Should have just ran. I think we've got to run here as well, because he's already 2 units now. Which is disappointing, so we're going to have to leave this for now, I think. That's okay. So, over here, can I kill these guys in a hurry? If I can kill these guys, I will get these back. I'll get my Guardians back, so long as I can kill these Enslavers. But the Enslavers are quite clever, and they tend to try and run away. So, one more shot from our base, and we can kill these guys. And we'll get our boys back. Otherwise, I'm wasting shots on this guy that I could be spent killing our boys. Who I need to kill. So, bit annoying, but hey, we'll have more boys soon. It's all good. It's all good. Sort of. Kinda. Little bit. Hate mind control. Luckily though, our Guardians are healing right now, so if we do get them back, then, yeah, they'll be in better shape, which is actually quite nice. Oh, they've run off, so have the Enslavers. Damn it! At least we've got a new settlement. That's something. That is something. But yeah, it's also really annoying we keep missing turns and moves and things when it darts you across the map, when like random gates are being attacked. But, oh well. So, we got the research done already, which is lovely, nice and quick. So, Azermen is the founder of the Path of the Warrior and the first of the Phoenix Lords. The creators, really Azermen. So I'm assuming that's supposed to be Assyrian? Maybe. I don't know. Not sure. Anyway, the creators of the Aspect Shrines, invoking his name, will surely bring more warriors to Gladius Prime to seize this planet for the Aeldari. For some reason, it's a crappy planet. Like, honestly, just let everyone fight over it. Alright, where's Robert? Oh, do not like. Do not like. Okay, so, you can't reach anything. But I guess you exist now, so that's nice. Good for you. I was going to build this, but I can't. So I guess I'll just build another food building while I can. Although, God, we've really got that poorly timed. We have no ore. It's because I spent it all on this building. So, oops. Oopsie. Yeah, we need more ore, like in a hurry. I didn't realise how dire it was looking. But, oh well, it's early days. Okay. Cool. So, you just, I guess, stay here? It's only 10%. I think I need to move to the fermentation pool, where it'll be a 15% healing rate. I think that'll be quicker in the long run, even though you can't heal when you move, so, you know. So, Transcendent Bliss. Howling Banshees could be quite cool, get a bunch of melee units. Or, I mean, these all just take 1 turn now to research, which is pretty cool. Rangers is good. I like Rangers. Rangers is good. The technology of Rangers is good, but Rangers are good. Technically, it makes sense both ways. Anyway, Rangers are pretty cool. They got better range, I believe. I think they got like range of 3. It's actually pretty great. So they'd be quite nice. Because right now, our Guardians have to go toe-to-toe with everything they fight, which is real rough. But a range of 3, especially through things like forests, you know, we can shoot while still keeping our distance and then move back, so they can never catch us, but we can keep piling in damage. We never have to stand next to them, or let them stand next to us, you know, which is pretty good, I must say. I'm a fan of that. I'm a fan of not being attacked. That's great. Besides, you know, Aeldari are pretty valuable. They're going extinct. We don't have the bodies to waste. There's probably only hundreds of billions of them left. Basically, there's as many as the story needs at any one point. It's like, oh no, all the Aeldari died, except, you know, billions of them. Because we need them for another story with a big battle in it, so, you know, they're fine. Rangers, stealth infantry unit that excels at taking out enemy infantry. Moving like shadows through the darkness, Aeldari Rangers take up commanding positions above the battlefield, as silent and lethal as Assyrians' withering gaze. The ranger's keen eyes are constantly seeking out prized targets. His subtle hand signals spelling the doom of commanders and priests. When his crosshairs flit over his target, it takes only a single beat of the Aeldari's heart to judge distance, direction, and deflection before he squeezes the trigger. In other words, they're reet good archers. Oh no, don't. Like, enslavers come in. Like, leave the guardians out of it. I want them back. I'm not going to shoot them. I'm going to shoot these guys instead. Also, nice that I can dispatch these guys, actually. Like, safely with my... I mean, I'm not actually sure what is shooting, honestly. Can I just say, I sort of hate Eldar buildings. This isn't a convention sort of started by Gladius. It's just every game that has Eldar in it. It's just this boring architecture. It's just like, oh, here's a shape. Like, do people live here? Like, what the hell? There's just a shape. That's a building, apparently. Just like totems to nothing. It's just a shape. It's real weird. I find it very strange. It's like they've got a rough idea of what the architecture should be like, but no hint as to, you know, how that should be in practice. Ah, that's annoying. Adamantium weave vest. What? Jeez, you can overwatch from there. Okay, I think we've lost these guys this turn, guys. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, I see. They just picked that up. Okay, we'll get +2 armor for somebody. So yeah, when you take over certain spots, you get items. But I thought that popped up because they were getting shot at. I thought it was something they already had, but no, they found that item. So fine. Also, I'm noticing that even just using the arrow keys, there is some weird stuttering with the recording. It's perfectly smooth while I'm playing it. That's the annoying thing. It's just recording this game. It doesn't like. I don't know why. I've played with a billion settings, and I've just realised, just got to make do. Just got to make do with it, I'm afraid. Something about it just doesn't like being recorded. Yeah, you're just going to have to stay here. Shame we can't throw grenades a bit further, too. It's a real pity. Just going to have to skip them. So, our cities can now do things. Not much, though. I guess I can take this tile. And, yeah, we're building more farms, kinda. You know, Isha's gardens. And let's do some more research. So, it can take 2 turns now instead of 1 turn. That's annoying. I guess it's teetering on the edge, so we had some spare research last turn, which went into the next turn's research, or whatever, after that previous one had finished. Increases damage of rangers against monstrous creatures, vehicles, and fortifications. That sounds useful. That certainly sounds handy. Let's go with webway cartography, so we can make that free. That might be a bit of a lifesaver later on. Although Shrine of Kane we do need for the story, and I want to do the story, so let's do the Shrine of Kane. Having a hero running around might be useful, so we'll try and do that. Okay, so oh, there goes a webway gate. To be expected. We're going to lose a few. Don't worry about it. Oh, hang on. Do you see that? That's just been taken over by someone. I'm not sure. Not sure who that is. Possibly Spasmaranes? I'm not sure. Oh, Necrons, perhaps? With a little... Is that Necrons? If those are all skulls, then that's definitely Necrons. I mean, this looks like a graveyard, but that doesn't really narrow it down. Let's be honest. It really doesn't narrow it down. Ah. I still don't want to shoot the Guardians. I need those enslavers to turn up again. Yeah, I'm going to shoot them to finish them off. They're going to stand there and heal otherwise, so... Also, I need to get that. Also, I need to move the arrow keys so the effect is lessened. And yeah, we lost our Guardians over here. And these ones are nearly dead too. Oh, that is grim. I can kill a lot of these with grenades though. I can kill a lot of them. They might still attack though, so I think I need to flee. And if I run over here, I'm going to get pretty close to these Guardians. We are in a lot of trouble here actually. We have 1 unit left. We have 1 unit left. Bloody knew this would happen. Actually, I didn't expect to bump into like all of the better neutral things. I was expecting just to bump into a few Cultists and Crew Towns. That's all I was expecting. So, we've probably moved all 3 in one direction otherwise. Luckily, we have a base that's killing everything for us over on this side. That's nice. We should build a base in the other direction, but we have no ore. And we need ore. And we just lost our men. I mean, they've disappeared already because the game caught up weirdly when it moved the camera. But, yeah, so we've lost all the Guardians. Our last Guardians were killed by our first Guardians. How sad is that? Very sad. Also, I just moved that along without reading it. I'm sorry. That's a pain. I assumed it would just go back down there. It's not, so we haven't read about the Shrine of Kane. Sorry, guys. Oh, it should be in here. No, in here? In here. In somewhere. Compendium. There we go. Let's have a look. Buildings. For the Craftworld Aeldari. There we go. Let's look at the Shrine of Kane. Shrine of Kane. Though Assyrian was the chief deity of the Aeldari, his brother Kane was his match in power. All warriors devote themselves to Kane, with those who are lost on the path of war becoming his exarchs and autarchs. In contrast, those lost on the path of the seer become farseers, unable to return to the other paths they may have walked, and the Aeldari do not consider the sacrifice of freedom for power worthwhile. Alright, fair enough. Let's shoot him. Oh, can you not shoot him now? Did I already do that? I have no idea. Oh, I'm a little nervous now, guys. Things are looking a bit rotten. So we will get some Guardians in a second. Still no sign of those flipping enslavers, which means we have to deal with these Guardians. Enslavers are the worst early on. They really are an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare, enslavers. Because the thing, you can just sort of bump into them without knowing, you know, without knowing where they're going to be. And then immediately they're like, oh, yep, I'll have that. Nom nom nom. It's a pain. It's a real pain. So, I think we need some more ore. Like, in a hurry. So, I'm going to build an ore building. Or am I? Come on, Janet. Choose research. Let's go with... I mean, we need vehicles, right? Gotta get vehicles. Can't brainwash a vehicle, or can you? I actually have no idea. I don't know if that's a limitation. So it's usually by the time you've got a bunch of vehicles running around, enslavers are less of an issue. But, still. Okay, now you stay away. Thank you. Stop that. Rude. Yeah, these are still under attack. I'm just going to keep zooming back here. Yep, they just took that over. Great. And that's been taken over. So we're losing a bunch of our resources. So yeah, if it's not clear, by the way, if no one's explained this, these random little spots of various sorts, they give us additional resources. So these ones give us additional food and put up our growth rate of our cities. And the population of our cities, that's how many buildings can be occupied and utilised, basically. So if you're building more buildings than you have population, then those buildings are going to sit idle. So we're going to move over here. I don't think these guys... No, they don't. So these Guardians don't have grenades. So that's nice. Continue to blast these guys. God, we are taking a long time to kill these guys. I don't know why. Is it because they have... It's because they're in a city. They're getting damage reduction from being in our city. They're using our own city as cover against us. That doesn't seem fair. Though, I guess it is, isn't it? Let's be honest. It is. But I don't have to like it. So, cool. Now let's get more infantry out. Let's do some rangers. So we got some extra range. Because they're rangers, and that's their thing. But we'll also get some more guardians as well. I'll mix and match. Cool. Let's move on. Alright, can you hurry up and die? I hate that they regenerate as well. It's actually going to take a long time to kill them. And... oh! Good! Good, we killed them all. From Overwatch. Which is sort of damning, because it just shows how fragile our own troops are. It's a little bit frightening. So, Greater Ingress. So the Greater Ingress is a vehicle factory, basically. I think the idea is it's not necessarily... it's, yeah, an extension to the webway portal. So, you know, the Ingress is greater. So, a building that provides ground vehicles as well as harvests ore and generates research. This extension to the webway portal allows larger vehicles to access Gladius Prime. Without it, the Aeldari forces would just be infantry and jet bikes. Enough for a Harlequin troop or a Baal Tan vanguard, perhaps. I know, right? But not for a true war effort. I know. I mean, we can't make do with Harlequin troops. I mean, God. I have no idea. Anyway, this thing can produce a bunch of stuff by the looks of it, so that's nice. Cool. Let's continue to blast him, the jerk. And you can start capping stuff again. I guess I'm just going to have to ignore this for now. And I'll focus on going this way. And yeah, move my way up to this webway gate. It's a pain, but it is what it is. And now I bet the enslavers are going to walk up like right now. Also, I need to use the keys again. One of these days, guys. One of these days. So anyway, yes, I'm going to go up this way, I think. And I bet the enslavers are going to waltz up to us like right now that we've killed killed the things they're enslaving. That's the thing. You can free your troops of enslavement if you kill the enslavers. So you know it's fine if you've got a bunch of troops nearby, but yeah, otherwise they just wander off. It's a real pity. Oh well, right, you are still building things, you're building things, I guess that'll do. And now we should probably move from tier 1 research to something else. So, that's kind of nice, better production output for our vehicle buildings, once we do that. Let's do Expert Hunter, actually. Increase the damage ranges against monstrous units, vehicles, and fortifications. That might help us take down the Castellan robot. So we'll try that, we'll try doing that. Because I think the rest of these aren't really going to matter until we start building the buildings that we'll be buffing, right? But we will have expert... Well, we'll have hunters soon, so... That seems a more obvious thing to do now. Okay, 10 to 10. Now what are you doing, mate? Trying to run away? Good. Still healing while he goes, though. He might actually get away. He may actually get away. We can't kill him this turn, so I think he'll get away. And then... Yeah, just heal up. Oh, no, he's still attacking, so you might be keen to hang around a little longer then. Huh. Yeah, not seeing anything anywhere else. Start blasting. And yep, he's still alive, like a jerk. Okay, do I want to move up here so I get line of sight on this stuff? Or do I just want to ditch this area? I think I just need to start heading down here. And yeah, I'm just going to run. I'm not going to use the webway. It's not worth it. It turns out we could get through the forests fairly quickly, actually. A lot quicker than I was expecting. So, yeah, still building stuff. Fine. You have stuff you need to build, though. That'll give us a little bit more ore. Also more power. We might need more power soon enough. I can't afford to clear tile anywhere. Oh, can I not clear that tile? I thought there'd be something there I could clear. No valid targets. Huh. Interesting. I thought I'd be able to clear that. It might be a tech I need to get, I'm not sure. Because, yeah, there's like Orkoid Fungus all over here, and there's only 2 building slots instead of 3, so I figured it'd be something I can clear, but... Dunno. There's a lot of Orkoid Fungus around where we are, which is no good. So, Orkoid Fungus, it sprouts into Orks. In case that wasn't obvious. This is a sign that Orks are nearby. Because, yeah, they're sort of a parasitic race. Once there's a bunch of Orkoid fungus on a planet, you know it's just going to keep sprouting orcs, unless you pretty much burn everything to the ground. So, fun. Oh, Warhammer. With your sentient fungus. Shouty fungus. Oh. Yeah, more webway gates getting destroyed, and there's Tyranids here. Alright then. It's nice we get a bit of an inkling as to where our enemies are. And yeah, it looks like the ambles have run off. Which is very annoying. That is very annoying. Because they can be healing as they run. Oh well. Well, our building can heal at least, so that's something. And also we can go and get this Holo Projector thing as well. That'll be useful. I really want that. Really want that back. So one thing that is nice is neutral enemies don't go for webway gates, which is good. I think technically it counts as the same team, which is why, but anyway. Let's have a look. More population. I mean, there's nothing I can build right now. I can actually take over a webway readout. I want to take over a webway gate, build a webway readout, so I could take over another city, potentially. Huh. Also, I just realised taking these over seems to actually give us more resources. Really? Huh. Oh no, it's just that's what the tile does. My bad. It's not what the ability does, what the tile does. Which is different. Now, you do get the bonuses for the tile if you have a city on it. So, you know, there is that. I can hear more shooting. It doesn't matter. I know. Like, places are going to get destroyed. There's been a bunch destroyed in this corner, that's for sure. So yeah, big concentration of enemies over in this corner by the looks of it. And not far either. This is a small map. This is a pretty small map, so it should be interesting. Expert Hunter increases the damage of ranges against monstrous creatures, vehicles, and fortifications. The Shining Spear's weaponry might be short ranged, but their Star Lances and Laser Lances are incredibly powerful, as they weave around larger targets, spying out their weak points. Interesting. Interesting. So yep, you go and do that thing. Good job, boys. Good job. Got some nice buffs. I like that. I like a good buff. Always good to get buff. Or, you know, be like me and be really skinny and do YouTube for a living. I don't have to carry anything heavy. It's wonderful. Also, I'm moving with the cursor again. I know. I'm never going to get over it, guys. I'm terrible. Right, let's go with... Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. What do I want? Shrine of Kane, probably, right? Probably. What do you earn me? What do you make? Food and research. Yeah, I like food and research. That'll do. You need more ore, really, but yeah, what can you do? So that's good, and I want a production building here, ideally. So let's actually get Assyrian's Crucible building now. So that'll actually get us 3 food per turn, as well as be able to actually recruit more troops from over this way. Although, do I want to get the vehicle production building instead? Probably not there, right? That's a bit of a crappy spot for it. I think I'll build vehicle building over here. I just want more infantry right now. I think infantry are always going to be quite useful, because I can always churn them out fairly cheaply. So I think I want them kind of everywhere. We'll see. We will see. Right. So, choose research. What do I want to do? Howling Banshees would be quite cool. Vul Summons, I mean, that's too quick. Let's do Webway Cartography so I can just take them for free. Because getting this for free and then building another base there would be quite nice, to be honest. I'd quite enjoy that. Alright, let's end the turn. Yeah, heads up, episodes are going to be 45 minutes each, is what I'm aiming for this series, but this is episode 1, so it's going to be a little longer. Going to go for about an hour, I reckon. Because yeah, I always like episode 1 to be a little meatier. That, and we waste more time in episode 1. Oh, hello you. Hello enslavers, you jerks. So another thing with enslavers, they do float, so they can just come at you from the sea, which is annoying. But at least they're in range of our guns. So that's good. Webway Cartography removes the cost of activating Webway gates. Only the Harlequins and the Custodians of the Black Library truly know anything of the Webway's transdimensional layout. But by gifting us a portion of that knowledge, pertaining only to this world, the librarians have ensured that we can reopen these ancient gates with ease. Oh, thanks. Wow, that one seemed to just sort of swell up. You see that, just sort of bloated before fizzling out like a meat balloon, which is something that exists, I've decided. Good old meat balloon. Okay, so if I move there, yeah, if I move to this space, I'll be able to shoot, so actually, I'm going to risk it for... Oh, I can just kill him now, that works. That works too. And I found the ambles. Killed one. Ideally, I wouldn't be shooting from this range, but I wanted to start scouting this out quickly. So that's good. We're making progress, guys. We're making progress. We're actually moving somewhere now. And we have 2 units. Imagine having 2 units. We've never had 2. Honest, we definitely haven't. No, I don't know what you're talking about. All those people died? No, that doesn't sound right. That doesn't sound like something I'd do. Okay, so, oh, by the way, research. Every time you take 2 in one tier, you then unlock the next tier. So what I've done here has been very, very thorough, but it's slowed down my research in general. So, like, it'll be a lot slower for me to then get very high-tech stuff, right? Because I'm being very thorough. But I want all that stuff, because I want my early game stuff to be effective. So that's my plan. Then I'm going to start ignoring stuff as we go. So I'm sort of splitting between rushing stuff and being thorough. So I'm getting all the basic stuff, and then I'm going to be, yeah, I'm going to start hopping between tiers quicker, is my plan. So we will need ghost halls. We will straight up need these, because they increase population limit. So we'll need to get that research, because, let's have a look, what is your population now? So 4 out of 6. So it'll get to 6 pretty soon, and then we'll need more in order to man all the buildings that we build. So we'll want population to go up, to be able to go up higher. So we'll get that. Right. I guess next turn then. That'll do. Oh, one just sprouted out of the ground. Jerk. Yes, yes, yes. All the webway's getting blown up. That's fine. You knock yourself out. So we're not actually going to have that many cities, by the way, because they do get worse the more cities you have. So you can sort of just play like a one-city game and know that that one city will be very efficient. Because loyalty is a big factor. So the more cities you have, the worse your loyalty is, and that has an adverse effect on everything, basically. So, yeah. In fact, let's have a look here. So, each positive point in loyalty increases the city's total resource output by 1%, while each negative point decreases it by 2%. So, doesn't seem like a huge amount, actually. I mean, each city decreases it by 6, though, so that's 6%. Well, actually, that's 12% per city. So, actually, you need quite a lot of cities before that really matters a huge amount. In my mind, I had it that that was a more serious thing, honestly. That doesn't seem bad at all. That doesn't seem bad at all. So, screw it. Let's build way more buildings. Let's build all the cities, guys. Let's go nuts. Although, founding cities cost more with each turn as well. Cost more influence and cost more ore each time. So, there is that. There is that. So, yeah, keep shooting that jerk. You keep moving up. Some Crute Hounds, and, I guess more influence, which is good. It'll let us take over more of these gates. That's nice. God, I really wish we had this stuff still. Really do. Oh well. Okay, Crute Hounds captured a fermentation pool. Where? Was it that one? Oh, it was, because, yeah, we actually took that one, didn't we? And then we ran back, being like, let's take this over. So we will need to do something about that. Although we will have Guardians coming soon, and we can kill Crute Hounds basically in a turn, so we'll be fine. Yes, yes, I know. It's all fine. Don't worry about it. Watching the webway. Sure you are. Sure you are, mate. So he's attacking. Cheeky. Cheeky boy. Cheeky balls. And here we go. That is much better. So, let's move you over here. And you can babysit the fermentation pools. I might actually just have a unit of Guardians camp that spot. Now that we've got, you know, seemingly enough stuff to push this way for a bit. Because that's not under attack yet, so I know there's no enemy factions around there just yet. I mean, there's still some other nonsense. Oh, really? Oh, we got no grenades for rangers. Gutted. Alright, well, they need to catch up and kill these Crute Hounds now. Stopping us capturing things. How very rude. So yeah, you're going to get infantry soon. I need to have you train more infantry. Yeah, these next two I might send this way, try and capture this stuff, because there's... It seems that, like, that's not getting attacked, this isn't getting attacked, this isn't getting attacked. Like, I'm not seeing any of these webway gates getting attacked. So, I don't know if there's... Again, I need to use the cursors, not the mouse. Silly Janet. Anyway, yeah, I'm not seeing much over here. This seems to be just neutral enemies. So I don't have to worry about, like, getting in a big atrocious fight. Like, any war of attrition against, like, the neutral enemies, you win. Because they don't... You know, they can't recruit people. So, you can just sort of push through them. Provided you can kill them at all. You know, provided enslavers don't just take over all of your troops. But a concerted effort, I think we can take over this stuff and start pushing. You know, get another city over here, maybe? And that would be pretty great. Because that's quite a distance that we'll be able to zip across to, like, you know... bring reinforcements to that part of the map. So yeah, we'll see. Alright, send a turn. Oh, standing in wireweed. Excellent. That's good news. So yeah, they're just going to be damaging themselves. More Crute Hounds. Overwatch? No, apparently not. Oh, they got Infiltrate. I forgot about that. So Crute Hounds have an ability called Infiltrate, which means they don't trigger Overwatch, so they can walk straight past you. So that's kind of nice. It's a cool ability of theirs. So, Ghost Halls we now have. As a Saurian was dying, consumed by Slanesh, he blessed the Aeldari. He gave them long life and great psychic power, but he also doomed their fertility. Over time, Aeldari numbers have dwindled, until now, when the great halls that once housed millions only house thousands. Here on Gladius Prime, the Ghost Halls provide a taste of luxurious Aeldari living for those not fighting in the field. Alright, cool. Cool. Let's murder you to death. Bad dog. Yep, serves you right. Serves you right for taking over my beer pond. 40k is a weird place, isn't it? So, you can head over there, and... oh my god, it's a dead end. I think it might be. I think this might be a dead end. Oh, that's super useful if it is. Because there's a dead end here too, except for this beach that I can send hover vehicles across. So this would be a bit of a freebie as a city. I wouldn't have to guard it. Might be beach here too, though. I'll still have to go up here. That might be like... that one tile might connect to the rest of the map. It's really... oh, ooh, there's definitely a tile there, but I think that might be water. I can't tell. I'll have to go up there. I'll have to go up there. Simple as that. I'll have to have a look. But until then, I think I will take this. I think I will take this. I can't afford it. Oh, yes, I can. Good. There was a bit of a delay there. I was worried. Okay. More influence sounds nice, and oh my god, that does connect. Does that connect to everything? This would be quite easy to guard, maybe. Hard to tell. That's annoying. That is very annoying. But anyway, I'm glad I've taken this regardless. So much wireweed here as well. It'd be nice if the wireweed was just here on this side, because then anything trying to attack my city would be stood in wireweed, which would be excellent. Speaking of excellent, let's build stuff on this side, shall we? I'm going to up the amount of influence with this one, I think. You know what, I need some buildings first. Let's take this over. It will have influence there. Probably build maybe the vehicle factory here. Cool. Alright. I think we're going to leave it here, guys. I think we're going to leave it here. It's been an hour. And we're making some progress. You know, we're pushing out. And it'll be really interesting to see what other Eldar stuff there is. Because, yeah, there's plenty. We're still very much in the early game. So I put the game speed up. Because I myself am slow, so the game speed had to go up. Also, there is a way to hide the HUD, which I should look up. Where are you? Where are you, HUD? HUD Hider? HUD Hider 3000? Do-do-do-do-do-boo. You think it'd be around here somewhere? I bet I've gone past it. Toggle HUD. Oh, Control H. That's it. That's it. H for HUD, and Control for controlling the HUD. So there we go. Doesn't that look cool? I think it does. So guys, if you enjoyed this, please do comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, it's good to be back. It's good to be it's good to be recording again. It's wonderful. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one.